Hey friends, welcome back to today's YouTube channel. Today I have a renovation video for you guys. When we finally got the house in November 2023, we knew that we needed to do a lot of renovation to the house. Definitely a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into it. We had a lot of help from friends and family who were able to come and either paint or make holes in the walls to put the lights in and all that. So it was definitely a process, but after around like 4 months of doing all this renovation, doing it after work, doing it on the weekends, doing it even during like holidays, we were finally able to move in February of 2024. And you are gonna see that process today. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more content about us living in this house and and the little upgrades that we do here and there. So one of the things we did before moving into the house was get rid of the bushes that were surrounding it. Now I know you might say, oh, well, this one's cute, that one's cute, but the thing was that some of them were dying, some of them were dead, and for the most part, they were way too close to the house. But we were kind of like, okay, you know what? Like, let's just get rid of it. And even my grandfather was like, oh, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to get my chainsaw. I'll be over tomorrow. So I was like, okay. But definitely good that we did, because we saw that there was more damage to the house than we originally thought. Now, I mean, that's okay. We'll just have to fix it. And, the window well was falling, but don't worry, we're definitely, when the weather gets better, we're gonna plant some flowers and some, cute stuff. Don't worry. But, it's just gonna look ugly for now until the weather was getting better. Now, here you can see, there was wallpaper that has been painted over multiple times in the house, and something that drove us very crazy is that you can see the lines where the wallpaper was. So we decided, at least in the dining room, to try to peel off all the paint. Now, it definitely took a lot of time, and we probably could have just taken those seams out and plastered it, but we were like, you know what, we're not moved in, let's just take it off now. We're not living in it. Let's just get the work done now so we don't have to worry about it in the future. But I would definitely say this took a very long time. But the results at the end are definitely really good, and you don't see the lines anymore. So that was definitely a big thing we wanted to do, or not want to see at all. Now, I will say that we do still have the lines a little bit in our bedroom now. But what we did is we just sanded those down really well, and then we just made sure that when we primed them that we couldn't see it, and it looks pretty good. So if we would have known what we know now of what we already did to that bedroom, we probably wouldn't have done this. But you live and you learn, It's our first house, so what are we supposed to do? We're not sure, But anyway, it was definitely hard, but it was good. It was good. So here we have Ryan putting joint compound on the wall. I think I clearly wasn't here. I think I was at work. But you can see what he's trying to do is, since a lot of the residue from the wallpaper is still on the wall, so basically the glue, we have wanted to make sure that the actual wall was as smooth as possible, because if we just painted over this, it would have been a lot of nicks and a lot of scratches in it and whatnot. So this definitely took a little bit of time, but it looks good in the end, because now it's a smooth wall. And here real quick, you can see that the wall had a water leak, but we were able to fix it and I wasn't able to show it, but it looks good now. And here, I thought it was so cute. Look at that wallpaper. Well, that one's crazy, but... And then here, we decided to take all the radiators out and power wash them. The reason for doing that is because a lot of the paint was chipping off. And yet again, we wanted to paint the black, so it actually looked good. Because you can see that they've been painting it so many times. And every time they painted it, they never, like, took the old paint off. So, at least in the bathroom and dining room, we painted in black. But the rest are kind of the way that they look now, where they are kind of little crazy colors. But we do have the radiator covers for them, which are metal. Now, they're sitting in the garage now. We'll probably do some sort of DIY with them, but we're planning on putting those covers back on, and it's definitely going to look really nice, but we have to decide on which color we want to do, how we want to do it, and if it makes sense, you know, putting them back on or taking them off or whatever. But we were just planning on just doing two, and they look really good. And then this is what it looks like put in. You can clearly see a nice finish, nice black finish, and it's all cohesive. So yeah, it was really nice. Here we have Ryan sanding down the walls to actually make sure that the wall is as smooth as possible. So this is obviously after he did that joint compound, which I hope that's what it's called, but you know what? If it's something else, I think when Ryan listens to this as he's editing my video, he'll put the actual name of it. But I think it's joint compound. Anyway, so he did this basically for the whole entire wall. Yet again, I was not there. I was at work. So he basically sanded all the walls. That's why I'm not in the video. But yeah, it was looking really good when he was done. And then here real quick, you can see that we added recessed lighting in all the rooms, and we put in all four corners of the rooms. So here's a video of one of the closets that the carpet was taken out of. And let me tell you, this closet and another closet had carpet in it, but the rest of the house was just hardwood. Taking the nails and the tack strips out and the staples out of this floor was wild, because they were so close to the corners, so close to like the baseboards. It was really difficult to take it out, but at the end of the day, I was able to take all the staples, all the nails out, and the tack strips, and it was looking pretty good. We decided to go with Smoky Taupe by Benjamin Moore in all the rooms besides the hallway and entryway. We wanted to use like a more neutral color because we were kind of like, okay, like let's just make sure all the walls are painted a color that is neutral. And then eventually when we're actually living in the house and we're like, okay, like, you know, let's change this color, let's change that color. We can just always change it. It's paint at the end of the day. And you can see that the bedrooms, basically all the rooms were kind of like a yellow color, and we weren't really a fan of it. So that's why we just went with the neutral. And also the walls had a lot of, you can tell that they used incorrect paint colors. They just used a form of yellow. So you would look at a wall and you'd be like, oh, like that wall has like 3 different, yellows in it. So we're just like, all right, let's paint it all. We did decide for the ceiling, instead of using an ultra white kind of ceiling paint, the guys at Benjamin Moore were actually like, you can like tint this, you don't have to keep it white. So we were like, oh my gosh, really? So we decided to go with what is it? It was like White Dove by Benjamin Moore, I think is what it was. And it looks so pretty because we're not like cold paint people. Like we definitely like a room to feel warm. So definitely knowing that we can tint the ceiling paint was definitely really good. And yeah, I mean, you can see all the lights hanging off, and it took a lot of work. And this is the end result, which looks so beautiful in all the bedrooms. And then you can see the before in the dining room, and then the after. And it's so adorable. The color we decided to do in the entryway and hallway is called Barbary by Benjamin Moore. It's kind of like a purplish color. I mean, in this video, it does look like it's really dark, like gray, but in the sunlight, it looks so beautiful. And you can see that we did the paint all throughout the house, and that smoky taupe color looks so cute. That light in the dining room, we thrifted that. It was kind of like a copper metal light, so adorable. The lights in the entryway and the hallway are from Wayfair. They were really cute too. The one thing that this house didn't have was kind of like vintage like lighting on the ceiling. A lot of them were like from like Home Depot, like very like contractor looking. So we had to get all new lights everywhere. Fast forward to this part. This is what the floor looks like, basically almost all sanded. It honestly, the wood looked like to be in really good shape after the sanding, and you can see like the total color difference of what it was. We decided to do 4 different colors because we wanted to try out 4, and we kind of thought one was too like gray. I mean, looking at this, they kind of all look gray, but we wanted like a warm brown color, which is this one, which is Provincial. It is so beautiful. It's that, you know, you can, we just really wanted brown. We wanted a brown flooring, and wow. Oh, wow. It looks really beautiful. Like, looking at that, come on. And like, we didn't want it too dark of a brown to make it too dark in there, but like, wow. Oh, and we couldn't step on it. That's why there's that tape. Like, it was like first time. This is us stepping on it. We were like, it was dried. It's so beautiful. Oh, peep the kitchen. Oh, and the bathroom. It was just so beautiful, and like walking on it, you were like, oh my goodness, like I can walk like barefoot on this. And oh my gosh, I can't. It was so pretty. And just like seeing it for the first time, like seeing like, this was our move-in day. Actually, I was like, I want to get videos. I want to make sure it look all pretty. And yeah, I'm in love with that. We're in love with that. Next time on Steven's Vita. Is it playing? Is it recording? Hey guys, welcome back to the... I kind of fucked up at the end.
You can cut it.
Okay.